So it's as hot as the surface of the sun here this week in Michigan. We're going to see record highs, and that's true for a lot of parts of our country. Here are 5 tips for recording your podcast in extreme heat.
And now, a look at what's trending in the podcast world and how it can help your show. It's the Jag Show Podcast.
First, podcast heat wave recording tip. May seem obvious to some, not to others. If possible, turn off your AC and fans that are anywhere near your microphone while recording. You don't want to have of an air conditioner vent or worse, a loud fan next to you in your recording. Now, that may not be possible for some people. We don't want to see you pass out or get sick or be sweating bullets if you're on video. So sometimes you don't have a choice and you have to leave it on. That leads to number 2. If you do have to have a air conditioning vent or fan in your podcast recording, there are a lot of AI tools that can take it out. There is the Magic Audio tool in Riverside. There is the Studio Sound feature in Descript. And if you don't have either one of those programs, Adobe has an Adobe Enhance tool. And there's also a tool called Auphonic, Auphonic, that you can upload short clips to that can help balance out and even out the audio in it. So AI is an option if you need it. Not ideal, but there if you need it. Tip number 3, dynamic microphone. And I talk about this in podcasts a lot. A condenser microphone will pull in all the noise from your room. That includes all the background noise, the dog barking, the car driving by, or the fan or air conditioning vent. If at all possible, use a dynamic mic. You can get a cheap Samsung Q2U for $70. It'll plug right into USB, or you can get a $400 Shure SM7B like I have here. All price ranges, but get a dynamic microphone unless you're in a well-sounding, well-treated room. Number 4, record early or late in the day. May seem pretty obvious, but it's worth reminding. This week, I'm walking my dog at 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Same goes for you in your podcast. You want to be comfortable while you're recording. So if that means doing it early in the morning or late at night when the sun's not out and it's not quite as hot or quite as hot in your recording space, that's a solid option too. Final tip number 5, room temperature water. You don't want soda or anything carbonated because those bubbles will create gas bubbles as you're speaking. You do not want any dairy products because that will cause phlegm. And the tricky part is you would think, okay, ice water. Well, no. 1, obviously you don't want the ice clanging around in your microphone. And 2, think about when you work out. Cold causes muscles to contract. Same is true for your vocal cords. You would think ice water or really cold water would be great if you're recording in the heat. Well, no, it can cause your vocal cords to contract and make a much harder time speaking. You'll end up tripping on your words or having to clear your throat, things like that. Room temperature water, nothing that's going to be a shock to your system. So bottom line, the show goes on even in the heat, but be smart about it. Nobody's going to die if you don't produce a podcast episode this week. If you have a situation where you're recording where it is not ideal, or you might get sick or have other undue harm, it can wait. If you need help with your podcast, whether it's starting a podcast or improving your existing audio or video show, that's what I'm here for. It is what I do. I'm the podcast guy. You can find me at jagpodcastproductions.com. Email me, jag@jagpodcastproductions.com, or find me on all the socials and the interwebs. Later.
Feel free to share this episode with someone who might enjoy it. And for help starting a podcast or improving your current show, find Jag online at jagpodcastproductions.com.